Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kenneth. Before I got deep into Laravel, Vue, and Inertia, I was just like many of you. I was coding in vanilla PHP, a lot of include header.php, and so many messy FTP uploads. And when I first discovered Laravel, I thought, wow, magic, ang galing. Tapos ang bilis pa. But looking back, there are so many things that I wish someone had told me early on. Yung mga lessons na natutunan ko the hard way. So for today's episode is the 5 things I wish I knew before becoming a full-time Laravel developer. Okay, yung number 1, yung magic ni Laravel. When you're starting out, you see something like a facade, like auth user or cache get. Parang magic, di ba? Paano niya nalaman yun? It just works. And 4 months, I just accepted it. Ginagamit ko lang siya without knowing what's happening underneath. The problem comes when something breaks. How do you debug a magic? Di ba you can? What I wish I knew is it's not magic. It's just an incredibly smart software engineering. It's the service container. It's a dependency injection. Once I took a weekend and spent time reading the documentation about facade and service container, everything clicked. Biglang naintindihan ko na yung mga code ko. Yung mga weird na errors, bigla nang naging clear. So my advice is don't just use magic. Spend a little time to understand what's the magician's trick. It will make you 10 times better developer. Promise. And number 2, Eloquent ORM. Ito yung isa sa pinaka-powerful feature ni Laravel. Sobrang linis ng code mo, like post, with, authors, get. English na English, di ba? Kala ko sobrang galing ko na. I remember this one project sa local machine ko, sa localhost. Ang bilis ng app ko. Sobrang snappy, sobrang bilis. Pero the moment na na-deploy na siya sa production, with thousands of records, as in sobrang bagal na to the point nag-time out na yung server. I spent days on debugging this. Bakit ang bagal? Yun pala, I was a victim of N+1 query problem. Sa isang loop, for every single post, kukunin ko pa yung author nito. So isipin mo na lang if I had 1,000 posts. So kada isa nun, mag-query pa ako sa database. So isipin mo na lang kung ilang queries yun. Di ba nakakahiya? And ano yung fix? Isang word lang, with eager loading. A lesson I learned the hard and painful way. Eloquent is a superpower. Pero kailangan mong intindihin how to use it efficiently and learn about eager loading. Install the Laravel debug bar and it will save you from future headaches. The third point is the ecosystem. The Laravel ecosystem is massive. And I mean massive. You have official packages like Breeze and Jetstream for authentication, Nova and Filament for admin panels, Forge for server management, tapos may thousands of third-party packages for everything you can imagine. This is a blessing because you can build complex application incredibly fast. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. But it's also a curse for beginners. The curse is curse paralysis. Anong gagamitin ko? Breeze or Jetstream? Spotty permissions package or another one? The other curse is becoming so dependent on packages. Minsan may simple problem ka lang naman na you can solve it with a few lines of code. Pero yung instinct mo is maghanap agad ng package para ma-solve ito. Para kang naging package-driven development. What I wish I knew was how to balance this. My rule now is try to solve it with core Laravel first. If it's a complex and well-maintained package that already solves your problem, then use the package. Don't just install package for every little thing. Understand the fundamentals. Number 4, and this is super important for me. Your front-end choice matters a lot. When I started, the default was Blade templates and a little bit jQuery. And it works for a simple site. But then, I started building more interactive applications. Nagtry ako ng full Vue SPA with a separate API backend. It was powerful but sobrang daming need i-maintain at trabaho. You have to manage 2 code bases, authentications with tokens, course issues, nakaka-stress. Then I discovered the modern monolith approach with Livewire and Inertia.js. This changed the game for me. With Inertia, I can write my front-end in Vue, getting all the power and reactivity of modern JS framework. Pero I'm still inside my single Laravel application. Are you building a simple content site? Blade is perfect. Or are you building a highly reactive dashboard-like app? Consider Livewire or Inertia. The right choice here will definitely define your whole development experience. And finally, number 5. This isn't about code. It's about people. The thing I wish I embrace sooner is the community. Sa simula, nahihiya ako. Akala ko pag nagtanong ako, iisipin ng mga tao na bobo ako. So I would struggle alone for hours and even days on a problem that could have been solved by a single question. So my final piece of advice is to join these communities. Ask questions and also answer questions kung alam mo naman yung sagot. Pag may nasolve kang problem, i-post mo and i-share mo yung solution mo. That's how we all grow. Development is not a solo journey. So to recap, 1 is understand the magic. 2 is master eloquent and avoid N+1 query. Number 3 is be wise about the ecosystem. Number 4 is choose your front end carefully. And number 5 is embrace the community. These are the lessons that shaped me as a developer. I hope by sharing them, I can save you some of the time and stress I went through. I love to hear from you. Sa mga experienced devs dyan, what's one thing you wish you knew when you were starting? And for beginners, what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? Let's start a conversation down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe ka na rin for more content about web development. Thanks for listening and see you in the next episode.